Hey guys, this side Arshdeep Singh and welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about skills. If you can see on the screen, prompting is temporary, but skills are reusable. Now you may be wondering that how skills are related to prompts. Consider skills as a saved in-memory advanced version of your prompts, right? So you may have heard of this term known as prompt engineering, right? This is just an upgradation of prompt engineering. And trust me guys, this is just amazing. This simply enhances the quality of the LLM's output, right? Now, if you're working with AI coding agents, if you're working on Cloud AI, if you're using ChatGPT, it doesn't matter, skills are present everywhere. I'm not sure about ChatGPT, but definitely on Cloud AI. Why? Because Anthropic was the first who created skills, the concept of it, and then now everyone is adapting it, right? So now let's just take two examples. So guys, in this video, I'm going to cover two examples so that we understand how to use skills, that is one, and how to create a skill, that is second, right? So first example I'm going to take is on our Cloud AI. It's a very simple thing. So before that, like how skills are better than prompts, it's very simple guys. Prompt is just a single, like it's a single instruction, like there are pointers, there are ways, and then there is output schema, right? It's a very good thing. It literally enhances the quality of LLM's output. Skills is just another level. Why? Because it is not just instructions guys. It is like you have instructions, you have a set of examples, which is good, and then you also have files, you also have, let's just say, assets. It can be an image, it can be some kind of PNG WebP format image, or a CSS file, anything like that, right? So skills is like a package for you, right, to enhance the LLM's output. And the best thing about skills is that it is saved on the system. So you save it on the system. All these providers, they save your skills, whatever you create, or there is a marketplace from where you can take them, right? So I'm going to show you some examples. So as you can see here, this is an open source contributor who created this, and it contains a list of skills, right, which can be used with, like, as you can see, anti-gravity, open code, copilot, cursor. All of these coding agents supports, all this set of skills, right? So not just this, not just for developers guys, even like Claude, you simply do one thing. Let's just do one thing. Let's just create a skill. So let me just add it. You have a set. This is the marketplace, guys. You have this set of skills which is already being provided, and then you can create your own, right? So we're gonna create our own skill. Let me just have the skill creator on, and let's just run this query and let's just see what we are getting. So as you can see, reading the skill creator skill.md. So we're gonna go into this thing as well later on, but before that, I'm gonna show you how to create a skill and how to use it. Okay, so now we have something on our end. As you can see, your skill is read as the summary of what's packed inside. You have the skill.md file, markdown format, the main guide covering. So these are the things which it is covering, from B-roll and visual storytelling to CTA strategy and whatnot, right? So all those things are here. And now you can see at the end you have this YouTube long form, right? So this is your skill.md file, and like this is the reference to it, right? That's the folder structure which usually Claude uses. There's a different folder structure which Codex uses, right? So they all have their own different kind of folder structure to have this concept of skills used in their platform. But ultimately the end goal is very similar guys, right? You use skill to enhance the quality of LLM's output, plain and simple, right? Okay, so I'm not going to go through each and every line of this skill. I trust this thing, right? It is still better than what I would want AI to, until it's very, very specific, right? Okay, so let's just save the skill, and you can also download this skill for yourself. So this skill has been saved, and let's just use it. It's very simple. Let's just say you just have to go to skills, and you have to select this, right? And let's just say that I want to create a video, AI skills, right? Let's just see how the output is, what structure that it follows, and let's just see. Okay, so Cloud is gonna ask me some questions, and it is like, what angle are you talking about AI skills? How to learn AI skills, tutorial guide, why AI skills matter right now. Okay, let's just go with this one, right? What's your target audience? Let's just say complete beginners. I just want 10 to 20 minutes of video. Okay, perfect, wonderful. So this came up with like a set of things, and as you can see, the structure, right? It is very similar to like how we defined it in our skills, right? So the intro has to be something like this. So there has to be some timestamps which has to be followed, right? Certain rules which usually goes best while creating YouTube videos, right? So this is it. Now let me just create a new chat, and I'm gonna paste this thing like this without adding skills. As you can see, it already picked up my skill, right? So it also, like, it has saved the skill. So what it does is that even if you forget, so sometimes, let's just say you forgot to add like slash like adding the skill, selecting this option and adding the skill before adding the prompt, it still picks it up, right? That's what I want to show you guys. So yeah, this is the way to have a very much structured output, a consistent output, and reusability, right? That's what the main reason why we have skills, right? Now we can also use similar kind of thing while we are coding, right? So let me just show you something. As you can see here, there is a folder structure, which the folder name is Codex Primary Runtime, right? Guys, this is a skill. I just have opened the skill which was provided, obviously, if you go here. So this is Codex, guys. This is an extension which on the marketplace of VS Code you will find if you're a developer. And now I'm gonna do one very simple thing, right? So I'm gonna add this slash here, right? Slash, go down, and then you have the skill installer and skill creator. So you have this similar kind of UI just like you had for Claude AI, right? This time it is provided by OpenAI, right? Let me just have the skill installer and let's just click enter. Okay, let's just go down. Okay, let's just do that. Fine, right? So there is a list of skills just like you had this on Claude AI in the marketplace, right? Similarly, you have skills here. There's a list of them, and then you can use any one of them. So there is like a skill for OpenAI Docs, PDF Playwright, which is used for QA of your website, web applications, right? We have Figma related skills, we have Chat GPT apps. So there are different things which you have, right? These skills, like one of them, so if I simply go again like this, there are certain skills which are already imported by default by the Codex, right? So if you can see here, these are the ones which I created. So these personal ones are the ones which I created. And then there are these image generation API docs. These are the skills which were already present here, right? So if I show you something, you can see here skill.md file, right? It is in the markdown format. It has the steps, the instructions and everything here. But not just this, guys. It is just, so skill.md is not just one single piece of code or file with the help of which you simply create a skill. No, it's not that simple. So if you see clearly, there are certain scripts, assets, agents, like there are certain other elements as well apart from skill.md. So slides is used for PPT generation, right? So it's a skill for PPT generation that's by default provided by Codex, and it has this template to refer to, and it is in the JS format. So whatever that is, right? So there is this default template provided with certain color codes and whatnot. Like there are so many things which is provided as a template, right? Apart from that, important necessary scripts, and then there is an asset as well. So there is this image which for some reason it wants, right? So that's what goes behind the scenes while we talk about skills, right? Similarly for anti-gravity and for Claude AI, even if you're using the chat app, the same system goes behind the scenes, right? They have created these skills and they are storing these skills for reusability and consistency, right? So I asked this Codex only to answer and to explain what this whole folder structure means, right? This is purely for developers. If you want, I can share this as well. Just let me know in the comment section. It says that the skill.md file tells the Codex that when to use the skill, what tools or libraries to use, what files, scripts or templates matter, what final output should look like, right? So all these instructions are part of skill. Now in that there can be some helper functions which you want to call. There can be some JavaScript which is required. There can be some kind of CSS or image or some other kind of script which has to be run on the system, right? So all those things behind the scenes are just part of skill.md, as in it's just mentioned there, right? You still have those files separately created, right? Similarly, we have this spreadsheets as well, and for any file which is of this format, usually this skill.md would execute, right? Which has the instructions, and in those instructions you would see this png. So this is a normal spreadsheets png which is used. That's what they are having. Then there is a template which consists of a .md file. As you can see, the template here is a .js file, but a template here is a .md file, right? So there is no concrete way of writing on creating a skill. It's just a concept. That's what I said, right? It's a package which provides you with consistency, reusability of LLM's output, right? Of high quality as well. Okay, now let me just use it once and I'm gonna show you the output, right? So now I'm gonna give very minimum context. So let's just say I want to create a front end. Okay, I have the skill which is engineering front-end developer. You may be wondering from where I picked this up. So this was picked up from here. You have this front-end developer and you will be amazed how I was able to do that. this is the link which I simply copy pasted in my VS Code. And I asked Codex that, I want this skill to be installed on my system, but there is no direct way of doing it for Codex, right? It has support for anti-gravity, Claude AI and everything, but there is no for Codex, right? So I wanted that. I simply asked the same thing from the LLM, right? And voila, I was able to have the skill on my system. They instructed me to run some commands, which at the end LLM did itself. It was just asking me to allow them to run those commands, and that's it. In your system in .codex, you have this folder known as skills. In there, the list of all these skills are mentioned, right? So that's how all these 4 skills were created. And okay, so let me just have this. So I want you to create AI chat app for me. That's it, nothing else. So let's just see what it does. Okay, so I can see certain files were created, and it's still working. Perfect. So it created certain files, and let's just go live with this, right? Let's just go live with this. That's just amazing, guys. That is just amazing. I mean, this is, as you can see, there was nothing, like nothing. It was just a single line of prompt, and it was still able to create a wonderful UI with gradients in it. I mean, come on, man, this is just too much. I didn't even ask for gradients. Like the color combination is just superb, right? Yeah. I mean, this is just amazing, guys. Perfect, man, perfect. Let's just say this is, if this is responsive or not. Oh man, this is just cool. This is amazing, guys. So that's the leverage of using skills nowadays, guys. And I would recommend you guys to use, all these things, like to enhance the quality of the output. It saves time. That is a different thing altogether. But see, what's happening here is that it's not just saving time, guys. It is very important as a developer. Why? You may have a very strong hold in the backend, right? You may have very good with the system architecture, but you have no experience with the front end. So there you can rely on LLM. It's a good thing, right? But then what happens is that you go to LLM, you have this number of Figma designs or something. You need to feed in some resources to it, right? So that you have some certain direction to go in. But again, it requires your research in it. Now what happens is that some people, like these wonderful people who have created this and provided for all those people. Let's just say a backend developer wants to create a full stack project, and it has a very limited knowledge on how the CSS should be, how the architecture of UI should be. And so like they provided with certain kind of skills, right, which helps us in building things faster, right, and with more accuracy. So the crux here is that it is not just saving time, but it is also improving the quality of the output, right? So ultimately, skills is just an advanced version of prompt engineering, right? You don't need to save your prompts. You don't have to remember those keywords. That okay, fine. Last time I had my prompt written in such a manner and the output was just amazing, but this time it is, not, it's not coming up with that kind of output. Now the skill concept helps you there, right? So initially only I told you that the biggest advantage of using skill is, as a concept, is simply enhancing the output quality, and not just that, but reusability of your prompt. So it's just a prompt, right? It's just a prompt with certain additional facilities to it to enhance the quality of the LLM's output, and it saves your time, right? So these are some major benefits of using skill, and I hope you are clear now what skills are. You can use them on Claude AI, and you can also use them inside your anti-gravity or Claude AI or whatever you have, right? Claude Code or Codex, right? So all those platforms, they also provide you with this concept. So this is it, guys. This is it for this video. I hope now you're clear with what skills are. It is not just a buzzword, guys. It is very important to use skill nowadays. The quality of the output which you can get with the help of skill is just amazing. It's just amazing, right? So I'll meet you in the next video, and until then, happy learning.